Good afternoon. After 15 fabulous days of heartache, drama and glory, it all comes down to this. What a match in prospect. Two record breakers, two history makers, two all-time greats bidding for our sport's ultimate title. It's time for the 2022 Betfred World Snooker Championship final. It's time to get the boys on the bays. Please welcome the best player of his generation and the outstanding performer of the last 3 years. Decades after his dad drove him to all those tournaments as a boy, he is ready to do his family proud once more. Bidding to become a multiple world champion, the one and only ace in the pack, Judd Trump. And now to the greatest player in history. Over a 30-year glittering career, he has achieved what many said was impossible. Here he comes, the ultimate champion, bidding to make it a magnificent 7 here at the Crucible. The Rocket, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
So we're underway in this 4-part drama, a best of 35 frames match over 2 days, and overseeing part 1, the first 8 frames this afternoon. It's hello to the 1997 world champ Ken Doherty and a man who famously won it in '85, Mr. Dennis Taylor. What an occasion, gentlemen.
Good afternoon, Hazel. Good afternoon, everyone. Yes, what an occasion, Hazel. Standing ovation again for both players. The traditional photographs will be taken with that magnificent trophy. And Judd looked very relaxed. He did backstage. Unbelievable semi-final. Judd said he never witnessed an experience like it with the crowd. So it's going to be fabulous, Ken.
Dennis, what an ovation for both players.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Really
The first frame.
can't wait for this best of 35. Ronnie O'Sullivan to break off.
Ronnie
What
O'Sullivan
an
to
occasion.
So Ronnie gets it underway with a pretty good breakoff shot. Look, he's left the cue ball tight on the cushion. So evenly matched these. He had an amazing run against Ronnie, did Judd. 2018, 19 and 20 in the Northern Ireland Open. In the final, he won all 3 finals, 9 frames to 7. They've only played once here at the Crucible. In the semi-final, 2013, Ronnie won that. 17-11, so it's just going to be a fascinating final.
Yeah, in the 10 finals they played, Judd has won 7 of them, which is an unbelievable record against Ronnie O'Sullivan. Not many players in the world can boast that, so it was very close between both players though. Both have had different paths to the final. Judd, of course, had that epic semi-final against Mark Williams. It'd be interesting then to see how much it has taken out of him, if anything. Well, that's a good start. Beautiful pot and to hold for the blue. And that's a good confidence booster, because that was where he was struggling, I thought, yesterday against Mark Williams. His long ball game wasn't there.
I think that's going to be key to this final. If Judd starts knocking the long ones in, he's going to take some stopping, because he's won some of his matches with, he's now developed a very good, what we call B game. Doesn't have to be knocking everything in. He can play a good tactical game as well, but if he starts knocking this type of shot in,
7.
I was just about to say the black had been knocked off its spot and was sort of out of play. Look where he left the cue ball there to get it back on its spot, but there's only one red available, so it's not a good chance just yet. But I just hope that both these players play to the top of their form and we've got a classic.
Yeah, try and get on this red into the right centre pocket, you would feel. And that looks pretty good. He'll get on the blue here, top side of the blue. So imperative that he leaves a nice angle when putting this red, that he can split the pack from the blue.
14.
One of the greatest protagonists in the game for this particular shot coming up. Was that rolled off a little bit? Oh, just about.
15.
Now watch the cue ball here. He's got to hit the pink full ball. And as long as he's just got to be careful that he doesn't knock a red in here, because you need a little bit of luck with this, but pink full in the face. Now how's your luck? Not quite sure what he's on a red into the left corner.
20.
It doesn't look like it.
Yeah, he's a bit unfortunate there. You could play that shot another 10 times and you'd finish on something. As it is, there's nothing available. That red up near the yellow is no use. Awkward striking.
Judd Trump, 20.
That red that I mentioned causing the problem here. Nothing much either player can do. If you could get the cue ball up into the left corner, to the left of the yellow, you could get it safe. Mind you, this is not as awkward the cueing now for that red. The pink's not in the way.
Switch your phones off, please, or put them at least on silent. Thank you.
That gets the frame back to normal now.
Ronnie's come around to have a look at a potting angle. Yeah, it was very difficult to avoid the black there when taking on that red. So another chance for Judd Trump, but black has gone safe, as you can see, so not ideal here. And he's not got a great angle on that red to try and get up for the blue.
Do you know, I'm just wondering if he can screw back and just flick that black out. No. looked as if he screwed straight back, but he may just catch the red and not the black, so very little available here.
Could he screw back for the black and maybe put it into the right centre pocket? Maybe available. He had a look at the pink there as well. As you can see, pretty straight in this red. Oh, well, what a shot he's played. Well, the whole body went into that one, but have a look at this. How did he get it to avoid those reds? That was quite incredible, that shot.
From almost a straight pot, he somehow got the cue ball up on the blue.
Six.
Oh, an unexpected miss there, but it's
Should trump
gone
6.
reasonably safe. Once you put them on the near jaw, they won't go in these tight corner pockets. Back looking at his tip again. You would have thought in the practice room he could have solved that. He's got a little bit of very fine sandpaper with him that maybe used just to, it's a little fibre that must keep coming out of the side of the tip.
Played that pretty nicely indeed. Is he on this red into this bottom right corner pocket? No, I don't think so. Just play a containing safety shot, you would feel.
That was so close to the black. Just a slightly awkward frame at the moment with the pink and black as they are. I think this next shot will bring the pink into play. I must admit I've, well, over the last couple of seasons, very impressed with Judd Trump's tactical side of the game. His safety plays become very strong indeed.
Yeah, and particularly that was in evidence throughout this championship. He's had to rely on that. Against Anthony McGill, yeah, really tough match. Came through 13-11. He was 8-5 down. Should have been 9-5 down to Stuart Bingham, and won 8 frames in a row. And then that, well, that epic semi-final against Mark Williams. How he had to dig so deep to win the last couple. And Ronnie O'Sullivan, on the other hand, Tennessee hasn't really been tested at all. He's played so well and breezed through. So that may be a factor over this 35 frame final.
Now that brings the black back into play, so all of a sudden the first mistake could be costly. Looking at the 3 balls to see if there's a possible plant on. Now let's see. No, I think if he hits the first one, it'll squeeze it away from the pocket. Coming on.
He wants to take it on, doesn't he?
You see, because they're so close together, you'd have to be directly behind it with that red not in the way to make the plant. The fact that there's another red going to make contact with the plant, it would squeeze it away from the pocket. But let's see what Judd thinks.
Wow, reds are going to go everywhere here. This is very dangerous. Oh, what a shot.
Yeah, incredible. Not only the plant, but watch the white. It stopped and then suddenly spun back. The cue power is immense.
Well, even to take that shot on in the final, knowing full well that reds would have been careering everywhere over the table. Nice shot with the rest.
Four.
He is such a shot maker, isn't he, Dennis? And he's so entertaining.
That's why everybody loves to watch this man playing.
5.
As I mentioned, the pink and black were brought out into play, and this is an excellent opportunity now to take the opening frame.
The problem about taking the black here, though, it'll go back on its spot, but it's going to be tied up again. But he's still got plenty of reds in the open, so he'll have to concentrate on pink and blue
12.
for now. This was a good start for Judd Trump.
$19. $20.
Yeah, all those reds all in the open below the pink. May take this red into the right center after this pink. It's just a matter of keeping good control of the cue ball here.
26. $27. $33. 34.
We can almost hear a pin drop.
Oh, just this straightforward red to clinch this opening frame.
40.
Ronnie hasn't had a
48.
ball to go at in this opening frame.
49.
Just hasn't had a chance.
$56.
It's interesting, we had a little chat with
57.
Jack Lisowski, one of Judd's best mates, and Oliver Lyons, another best friend, are here. He's got a nice team around him, brother Jack, and it was interesting, he said they were out for dinner and weren't saying very much,
64.
but he does all his talking on the snooker table, this fellow.
A little bit of naughty snooker. What a shot.
65.
Well, if he gets on this red into the corner pocket, we could still have a century break.
72.
No century break, but he won't be too concerned about that. What a start for Judd Trump. He looks in fine form, and he takes this opening frame and leads 1-0.
Confident start from Judd Trump, the younger man here, and Steve, opening exchanges. Analyse that.
Nice to settle down quickly, even if it wasn't in one visit. He looked very assured around the table and very comfortable. As we said earlier, I mean, you do expect that sort of like, the players are in the zone, so to speak, but even so, it's still nice to get off of that first frame.
Absolutely, and some of the shot making that we know this guy is capable of producing, this is an early warning. It's there today.
Yeah, I think there's only a couple of players in the game that can actually intimidate Ronnie, and there's one player in the game who can play these shots, and it's Judd Trump. No one else. He plays shots that no one else can play, and I'm including the Sullivan. Q power there was just phenomenal. And this plan, okay, lots of other players would have seen this shot, but to have the power to play it, to screw the cue ball back to bulk, he's a very intimidating player to play against, and and I think Ronnie knows that. So that's why I think this first session is going to be pivotal to this final.
Yeah, I think, like, even though it shouldn't really come into the equation, Ronnie's had for many, many years the ability to wow the crowd and have it all his own way in that department. But Judd can do it, and sometimes even more astonishingly, and that's a different dynamic to sort of something that's Ronnie's used to. So if Judd plays his game, then he can get Ronnie on the back foot in that weird psychological department.
Okay, back we go. Fascinating start.
Yes, indeed. Fascinating start and fascinating thoughts from both lads in the studio there with Hazel, Stephen Hendry and Steve Davis. It's quite an interesting one. Steve says there about Judd Trump that he, normally Ronnie is the entertainer, whoever he plays, but Judd Trump is able to entertain just as much and intimidate players just as much as Ronnie is.
I think that's the fascination about this final. This is the first chance that Ronnie's had. That double kiss there left the red on. Didn't get close to the pot. It wasn't an easy pot. Well, let's see how Ronnie feels now in this second frame.
Yeah, the pink being away from the spot.
8.
May go up for blue here. Could come back for the black as well, but blue might be a better option.
9.
Judd Trump split on the pack in the previous frame, didn't work out. Didn't maybe hit it with enough power than as usual, but Ronnie will try and do that here. How's your luck? You always need a little bit of luck when you split the pack, and that's pretty good.
14.
He'll come around, have a look as we see this shot again. Does the black pot into the bottom right corner pocket. That red may have come up and blocked its path. And yes, it has, so can't get on the black there.
Wow, that's quite a stretch there. So he's taking an alternate red. And he didn't get enough side on that. He wanted right-hand side to miss that cannon and go up for the blue. And that was one of the reasons he wanted to take the other red. It was better to get onto the blue. But he needed much more side on that. Oh, this is a difficult pink. It's a terrific pot, but I'm not sure if he's left anything easy here. Let's have a look. It's a bit of a cutback, this. Or as he spotted a potential plant, he had a look at it, but it's the difficult cutback. You finish on one of the balk colours.
22.
And all of a sudden, with one good positional shot, he's got an excellent opportunity here.
Yeah, he'd love to get on there. That red that's just blocking the path of the black into the right corner. That's what he'd like to get on, but he has a couple of options. A couple of loose reds that he can go on here. He'll take this red and get the black into the other corner, and then maybe get the black open into both corners in a couple of shots' time. He's such a fast snooker brain, Ronnie O'Sullivan. Always wants to get that black open as quickly as possible. He's going to have to stretch for this, maybe get the extension.
Thank you. 26.
Judd made a terrific 72 break to clinch the opening frame. He had 2 chances to win that opening frame. This is Ronnie's
34.
first chance. Can he win the frame with 1 visit? This next shot will tell. He's just brought, oh, where's the red? It's okay. But it hasn't opened up. It's only opened up a couple of reds,
41.
but still a very good opportunity here.
42.
Yeah, just like the signal of intent from both players already in this final. Judd Trump with that risky plant in the first, Ronnie with that wonderful pink into the middle. I'm not going to be holding back these two. This is a good response so far. Still a little bit to do, work to do.
49. I
was hoping to get on the pink into the left centre there, but that red has blocked it, so he's on a little more of a trickier black here. But he's still got the red over the left centre that he can hold for if he wishes. Red above the black pots as well. Nicely played.
57.
You could see those 2 reds between the pink and black are available, so no need to play any cannons. And not that many pots away from securing this
63.
second frame.
$64.
Just left himself a little straight on the black, as you can see. And they're all blocking each other, so. Can he get through to the one next to the pink? Just about. And that's the second frame secure now. It's finished a little awkward, but he'd love to make a century break.
79.
As long as you score enough to win the frame. Well, he might get a century after that cutback.
80.
This has been a wonderful break. Great response from Ronnie. Didn't get any chance in the first frame, but he certainly looks as sharp as he has done throughout this championship. Didn't want that kiss on the green, so he's going to need a good pot on this red to keep the break going.
84.
Looks very focused indeed. Beautiful.
85.
He knows how much Crucible crowd love a century.
92.
Do you think
93.
Ronnie loves a century? He's made 1,166 of them.
98. 99.
Ooh, bit of a kick on that. Black for the first century of the final. And in it goes. And what a response from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Make that 1,167 centuries.
106.
What a
108.
start to the final from both players.
111. 115.
What could he possibly cannon the pink on?
Oh, that's careless, Dennis, wasn't it? Get in. No, unlucky. But what a break from Ronnie O'Sullivan, the six-time champion. 120. And what a final we have on our hands. It's 1-0.
Do you think he's up for this? A little bit of sophistication in that answer to Judd Trump, wasn't there?
Yeah, I mean, when I was talking before, there's shots that Judd can play that no one else can. As far as Ronnie O'Sullivan's concerned, no one can control the cue ball like he can. This shot here, this is a very thin cut to the left corner. And he just, it's almost a deceleration on the going through the cue ball. And that's, it might not look anything, but to hold for a ball colour, that was actually a beautiful shot. But yeah, I mean, no one has ever or will ever be able to control the cue ball like he does. It's phenomenal.
It's been a great start, actually, because it's been right there in those opening two frames is the compare and contrast between the two styles, isn't it? Right, right in front of us.
How brilliant of Ronnie O'Sullivan there. It's wonderful. It's just like, I think the crowd are going to be in for a treat here. It's rare that you get two players playing great at the same time. Obviously, you know, early days, anything could happen. But when it does happen, it's a thing of beauty. And it then becomes, who is the most relentless? Where are the cracks going to come from? Just one mistake per session?
Well, that is the 13th century of the championship from Ronnie O'Sullivan, and we know that Mark Williams has made 16 to equal Stephen's record from 2004.
He said another record's going.
I'm just saying.
Have you got any records left?
Well, the one he can't be the youngest world champion. Even Ronnie can't do that.
He's playing like Benjamin Button here.
Let's go back, shall we?
Thanks, Ronnie. Thank you. The third frame, Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
What a fabulous trio in the studio there. Ronnie's first break-off shot was excellent. Hasn't got the cue ball tight on the cushion, but still a pretty good break-off. He'll probably knock this in now. Good cue ball though. Come up a little bit short. The brown's not quite hampering Ronnie here.
Yeah, a little bit of a tester here for Ronnie O'Sullivan. He's got to screw the cue ball back top side of the blue, but there you see it, it's not ideal. Doesn't like it. Oh, my goodness. What a shot that is.
To deliver the cue with the brown so close to the cue ball there and to knock that in, that was some shot. Needs to pull up, otherwise he's in no man's land.
6.
I don't think he can get through, no way through there, so there's only a safety shot available. That will annoy Ronnie a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure where he came. Down this right hand side, could have gone in there the ball. My goodness. Another one. A 3-ball plant.
7.
I'm sure he'll be taking this brown or yellow one into the right centre. It's the brown. Red is waiting. Another wonderful pot.
11.
After this red, nicely on the black.
12.
Prime position once again.
He's just come up a little bit short here, so he's got to be careful with the cue
9.
ball now. Just having a little look at the pack to see what might happen to the white. Yeah, that was, oh, was he on a straight pink? Surely not. He jumped over the reds there, but that was after he made the pot. That's not a foul, used to be. But if he drops straight on the pink and if he knocks this in, and it's there. And there's a couple of things that have happened. That plant.
26.
Something just.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not quite sure what he said to the referee.
Stand still.
Oh,
Don't
just-
move. When running on the shot this way, please. Scary, he knows.
There's someone in his line of sight up at the top of the stairs. Yeah, I mean, the plant
27.
was incredible. It didn't look as if he had a look at the plant, but where he left the white, he had quite a bit of safety in mind. But then the brown he knocked in.
Yeah, it's almost like he's trying to dictate the pace of this final already. Stamp his authority straight away. Average shot time 19 seconds.
31.
Short. He's okay. Be disappointed to be short of the blue, but this red that's close to the bottom right corner pocket is not too bad for him. He's got to play this with a lot of drag, a lot of bottom on the cue ball just to slow the pace up. Well, he's gone the other way. He's gone for the black into the same pocket, but still played it beautifully.
Sure.
Just spotted something on the cue ball.
$44. 45.
He really is majestic to watch, Ronnie O'Sullivan. Boys were commenting on it about his cue ball control.
52.
Just sublime.
$53.
The last frame lasted just over 10 minutes. First frame, even though there was some tactical
60.
play, was just over 17 minutes. I'm going to get some very quick frames in this final.
61.
Just the black to leave Judd needing a snooker.
$68.
If he can get through to this red, maybe he can't. Don't know if he can see enough of it to take it up into the corner if he can't get it to the middle. Yeah, it's the corner by the looks of things. Not this time, but
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 68.
Judd will come back to the table. It's just the one snooker needed, so far from over this frame just yet. No attempt at the pot there. But Ronnie's got to be a little bit careful, because if Judd can get 4 reds, 4 high-valued colours, there's a couple of reds near the pink. If he got that far, it'd be easy to get the snooker that's required. He can't see enough of that red over the middle pocket. Now that will be the end. He had to pot that to give himself any sort of chance.
One.
Well, the key shot in this frame was that amazing plant, if he did play it. But it was incredible, really, the distance between the reds. This was the plant that didn't look on.
3.
Sure, well, look where the white was, so I think he was playing a bit of safety, but the plant was a bonus, so Judd stays in his seat. I think, no, he's coming back. The referee had a look over, but Judd has decided that he should knock a few in, simply because that red's next to the pink, so if he can get 2 more reds with colours and then lay quite a difficult snooker.
Yeah, 59 on. 71 behind, but
Trump 1.
He could have conceded there, but it's etiquette not to concede when your opponent's at the table. It's his turn.
Six. 7. Ronnie O'Sullivan 7.
And this time, Judd just nods to the referee. That was a fascinating third frame. There's so much happened in that frame, but it's Ronnie O'Sullivan with the aid of that 68 break who takes it and leads by 2 frames to 1.